Today's learning objective is to add two or more fractions. So here we've got one whole pie and it's been split into four equal parts, quarters. Let's duplicate that. So now we've got two wholes and there are 8 pieces altogether, 8 quarters. I've shaded in 1/4 of each pie. Let's add these two together. 1/4 add 1/4. It's equal to 2/4, 2 parts of 4. Notice the denominator has not changed. 1/4, 1 part of 4, added to another 1 part of 4, gives a total of 2 parts of 4. Can you identify the fractions represented by these pies? And then add the two fractions to find the new total. Pause the video and have a go. The two fractions represented are 2 parts of 4, 2/4, and 1 part of 4, 1/4. So now to add these, we need to remember the denominator is going to stay the same. Your answer, your total, will still be out of 4 parts, they'll be quarters. So 2 and 1, the numerators, 3/4. Okay, are you ready to try another one for me? We can represent 3/8 add 4/8 on a bar model. When we add these together, you know that the denominator will still be 8 parts. So we just need to add the numerators. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 parts. So the total is 7/8. Here's one for you to try at home. 4/6, and I want you to add that to 5/6. Pause the video now and give it a go. So we remember that the denominator stays the same, and really all we're just adding together are the numerators, 4 and 5. 9/6 is the total. What do you notice about that total? 9/6. Look at the denominator and then look at the numerator. Can we represent that fraction in a different way? We know that 6 parts of 6 is 1 whole. So there, this amount of numerators, this number of parts, is 1 whole. And then we've got 3/6 remaining. So the improper fraction 9/6 can, in fact, be recorded as a mixed number, 1 and 3/6. I hope you're getting the hang of it now. Really, you've got to just remember that the denominator stay the same and you add together all the parts, the numerators. And then once you've collected all of the numerators, you decide whether or not it's an improper fraction. If it's an improper fraction, you just change it into a mixed number. Give these a go. Okay, time to see how you're getting on. 4/7 add 6/7, the denominator stays the same. 4 add 6 gives a total of 10/7. Straight away, I can see the numerator is bigger than the denominator, so I need to record that now as a mixed number. 10/7. That is 1 whole, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there is a remainder of 3 parts, 3/7. Okay, have a little look at that. If you didn't get that right, can you pause now and have a look at your B, C, and D and give them another go just to check that you've got on the right track. So B results in 8/9, 8 part of 9. That's not an improper fraction, so we just leave it as that. It's 8 parts of 9. Let's move on to C. The Denominator stays the same. And we're just adding the numerators. 8 adds 7. 7 and 7 is 14, and 1 is 15. What do you notice? That is equivalent to 3, a whole number. There's no remaining parts. So your answer is just 3. And the last one, D, the denominator is 12. There's 12 parts in one whole. And 4 and 3 is 7. 7 twelfths. Our learning objective is to add 2 or more fractions. Up until now, we've only been adding 2 fractions. But now it's time to just add another one in. And it is exactly the same. You follow exactly the same process. You're adding 3 6, 5 6, 1 6. The denominator stays the same. And we're just counting the parts. We're totaling the parts. 3 and 5 is 8. 1 more. 9. 9 6. 9 6 is an improper fraction. So we'll change that to a mixed number. It is 1 whole and 3 parts of 6. Try this one here for me. And they total 37 over 100. Yes, it's bigger denominator, but it still stands. You leave the denominator as is, unchanged, and you add the numerators.